Hello, Knights. Welcome to your next lesson on algebra. Today is our second day of the distributive property, so we're going to go ahead and jump right in with our engage. My paper says Felicia, yours does not, so we're just going to pretend like mine does say it. Juan has $24, his brother has $18, and his sister has $16. They decided to each take half of their money and put it together to buy their mom a gift. How much money will they have to spend on the gift? They are so thoughtful. So we are going to take a second and pause. You're going to write down a picture, do some kind of math, and see if you can figure out if they each take half of their money, how much money will they have in total to spend on the gift? And whenever you're ready for us to check, then you can go ahead and resume the video. All right, let's get right back into it. So hopefully you actually paused and then not just sit here and listen to 10 minutes of silence for fun. I'm going to start out by doing something that I think is pretty useful, which is drawing a picture. That is not a great picture. We're going to try that again. Draw a nice little person. This is Juan. Hi, Juan. And he's got $24. This is Juan's brother. Hey, Juan's bro. He's got $18. And then here's Juan's sister. She's a little bit long-necked. All right, she has $16. So the way that I would solve this is I would take each of their amounts and divide them by 2. So if Juan's got $24, when he divides that by 2, he's going to be giving $12. Juan's brother has a little bit less money, so when you divide it by 2, he's only going to be donating 9. And the sister has 16, so when you divide that one by half, that gives us 8. Now we can take all of their little halves and put them together. So 12 plus 9 plus 8 would give us $29. That's how I decided to solve it. Maybe you tried a different way. So this is an alternative that you might have done. You might have said, I'm just going to take all of their money, add them up, and then divide that by 2. So that would have been 24 plus 18 plus 16. 8 plus 4 plus 6 gives us 18, 58. Then you take 58, divide that by 2, and that would also give us 29. So it actually didn't matter which way you did it. They both would have given you $29. All right, moving on to the next problem. Felicia and her friends are going to split their Takis at lunch. Aw, they're so nice to each other. Felicia has 18 Takis, her friend Rebecca has 12 Takis, and her friend Kelly has 15 Takis. Describe a way they can figure out how many Takis each person gets. Well, I feel like it'll be useful again to start with a picture. Here is Felicia. Felicia has got 18 Takis. Here is her friend Rebecca. Rebecca has got 12 Takis. And here is Kelly. She has 15 Takis. So we could do something very similar. I am just going to take all of their Takis and be like, all right, she has 18, she has 12, she has 15. If I put them all together, 18 plus 12 plus 15. 8 plus 2 is 10 plus 5 is 15. Carry the 1. We get 45. Cool. So in total, they have 45 Takis. There's 3 of them, so they're going to split 45 Takis up with 3. 3 goes into 4 one time. Remainder 15. 3 goes into 15 5 times. So they each get 15. Now, there's another way that you might have done this. Okay, we also could have just thought, all right, I'm going to take each of these and divide them separately by 3. So if I do 18 divided by 3, that gives me 6. Then I have 12 divided by 3 gives me 4. And 15 divided by 3 gives me 5. Now notice if I add all these up, 6 plus 4 plus 5 also equals 15. So it didn't matter if I added them all up first, like here, and then divided, or if I divided them all first, like here, divided them all and then added, right? The order didn't matter. So that brings us to key point number 1. If we want to split a group of things evenly, there's 2 options. First, add it all and then divide the sum, or divide each number and then add the quotients. That sounds a little bit more confusing than it actually is, and we'll get to a check for understanding in a second. But first, we have a joke. So, what did the triangle say to the circle? He said, "You're pointless." You get it? All right, moving on to the check for understanding. We have a special way that we're going to show our work on these. I know you may not have a highlighter, but I'm going to use a highlighter on here just to show. So the way that this will work, we're going to divide each part separately. So for instance, 12 and 2. I'm going to rewrite that. 12 divided by 2. Now I'm going to go to the next part, 4 divided by 2. And then that last one, 8 divided by 2. I recommend doing it this way because whenever we start with algebraic stuff, it will always work if you do them separately. Now we're just going to divide it. 12 divided by 6 by 2, gives me 6. Spoiler alert. 4 divided by 2 gives me 2. 8 divided by 2 gives me 4. Add these all up. 6 plus 2 plus 4 gives me 12. Now, alternatively, this is not the way I'm going to recommend it, but if you did do it this way, it would have worked for this point. So 12 plus 4 plus 8 gives us 24. Don't write this. Do not write this. Don't write it. Do not put your pen down. Don't write this. 12 plus 4 plus 8 gives us 24. Then if I divide 24 by 2, that would also give me 12, which is great. It works in this situation. But it doesn't work in every situation for algebra. So please do not add them all up and then divide in this case, because it's not always going to work. So there are 3 more questions here. I want you to use the method that I just showed you here to try to solve these 3 problems separately. And then whenever you're ready to check your 3 answers, you can unpause the video and we will go over them. All right, let's get to it, Knights. So 15 divided by 3 goes first. So we have 15 divided by 3 plus. Then we've got 9 divided by 3 next. And then after that, we've got one more, 18 divided by 3. So I'm going to divide these all separately. 15 divided by 3 gives me 5. 9 divided by 3 gives me 3. 18 divided by 3 gives me 6. Add these all up. 5 plus 3 is 8, plus 6 equals 14. You did it! You got 14, right? It's okay if you didn't. We all make mistakes. Next one, 25 divided by 5 goes first. 25 divided by 5 plus. Next, 40 divided by 5. 40 divided by 5 plus. Last one, 20 divided by 5. 25 divided by 5 is 5. 40 divided by 5 is 8. 20 divided by 5 is 4. Add all these guys up, and we get 17. All right, and the last one, 16 divided by 4 plus 8 divided by 4 plus 36 divided by 4. 16 divided by 4 is 4. 8 divided by 4 is 2. 36 divided by 4 is 9. Add these all up, and we should get 15. Perfect. So that was practice with just regular old numbers. We could have done this without algebra, but now we're going to get to key point number 2, and then we're going to make it with some algebra. So key point number 2. All right, before we get to there, we of course have a joke. So my question is, Why do teenagers walk in groups of 3? Because they can't even. All right, key point number 2. The same way we distribute across parentheses with multiplication, we can also distribute division with fractions. So the distributive property of division states a plus b over c equals a over c plus b over c. So that just means you can take them in pieces, a over c, and then b over c. And it makes this pretty little heart here whenever you draw the lines. So let's put this into some practice. Check for understanding. Write the expression using the distributive property of division. So we start out with 10 over 2 plus 4x over 2. Now we can actually simplify this. 10 divided by 2 makes 5 plus, and here this may be kind of tricky, like I don't know how to divide 4x by 2. You're basically just gonna kind of pretend like it's not here, like the x doesn't actually belong here yet, and you just do 4 divided by 2. 4 divided by 2 gives us 2, then you put the x back. All right, so it's just thinking like if you have 4x and you divide that by 2, if you have 4 burgers and you divide those burgers in 2, you have 2 burgers left. So 4x divided by 2 is 2x. All right, there are 3 more problems here that I want you to go ahead and pause the video, give these a shot, and whenever you're ready to check all your hard work, resume this video so that you can see if you got it or not. Did you pause it? Good, good. All right, next question. Letter B, 9t plus 6 divided by 3. Notice, like I said, we can't just do 9t plus 6 equals 15. That's why you can't just add across, and we need to know the distributive property in order to solve these. So first part that we do, whoops, missed one. First thing that we do, 9t divided by 3. So we write 9t divided by 3. Not 90, 9t. Then the next thing, 6 over 3. And it makes such a pretty heart. All right, we're going to simplify. 9 divided by 3 is 3. So this becomes 3t plus 6 divided by 3 is 2. All right, next one, 35 and 5. 35 divided by 5 plus 20k divided by 5. Let's do some simplifying. 35 divided by 5 is 7 plus 20k divided by 5. 20 divided by 5 is 4, so this becomes 4k. You just pretend like the k is not even there. Then you put it back at the end. And that last one, 12s divided by 4 plus 20 divided by 4. Let's get to simplifying. 12 divided by 4 is 3. 3s plus 5. Okay, great. Key point number 3. We're almost there. First, we have one more joke. So, why did the teacher get mad at the student for having graph paper? Because he was plotting something, right? Like an evil plan. All right, key point number 3. The distributive property works the same way across subtraction. So that means even if you're adding or subtracting, it works the exact same way. So we're going to do 1 together, and then you're going to try these other 5 all on your lonesome. So first part, 30 divided by 3. 30 divided by 3. Then we have minus 9 divided by 3. Simplify. 30 divided by 3 is 10. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 10 minus 3 equals 7. Yay! All right, you have 5 more questions. You need to do these 5 questions. And then whenever you're ready, resume the video. Go. So, first part, we do 20 divided by 4. 20 divided by 4 minus 4 divided by 4. 20 divided by 4 makes 5, minus 4 divided by 4 is 1. 5 minus 1 is 4. All right, next one. 24 divided by 2 minus 20 divided by 2. We got to do some simplifying. 24 divided by 2 is 12, minus 20 divided by 2 is 10. 12 minus 10 equals 2. And that is an ugly 2. Let me redo that. Equals 2. Here, 25 divided by 5 equals, actually I'm not going to do equals yet. 10 divided by 5. 25 divided by 5 is 5. 10 divided by 5 is 2. 5 minus 2 equals 3. We're almost there. 36 divided by 6 minus 12 divided by 6. Do some simplifying. 36 divided by 6 is how much? Yeah, it's 6. 12 divided by 6 is 2. 6 minus 2 is 4. All right, this last one's a bit of a doozy. We got 40 divided by 4. We got, I'm writing plus. That ain't a plus sign. That's a minus sign. Minus 8 divided by 4. And then that is a plus sign, so plus 12 divided by 4. 40 divided by 4 is 10. 8 divided by 4 is 2. Nope, not plus. Why am I doing plus? That is not a plus sign, Mr. Hopper. Where am I? 12 divided by 4 is 3. 10 minus 2 is 8. 8 plus 3 equals 11 for this one. All right, I know that this is not the end of the notes. There is an entire page of practice that you will do tomorrow in class, so make sure that you come prepared to do that. You do not have to do that last page of notes for the video. You do not have to do that. Do you have to do it? No! So don't do it. We're going to do it in class. I guess you can try it if you want to and you're feeling really ambitious, but you don't have to. Just make sure you come with the notes filled out up to this point, and then we will see you tomorrow. Have a good one. Later.